Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence. Today we're going to take a look at the Super 7 Ultimate Cheetara. So if you like the content on this channel, subscribe, like, hit the bell so you're notified. So right off the bat, I'm going to say, we're going to see if this is better than Tigra. A lot of people saw that review. I believe it's the most. There's a few other videos that got more views than that. But when it comes to the 6-inch scale, that's got a lot. And a lot of people agree with me. A lot of people tell me, "Hey, you can't have good sculpt and good articulation together." That's BS. I know that's BS because I got Masterverse over there. That's $20. That has pretty good sculpt and really good articulation, and I got Classified Bats and Storm Shadow, which cost me $22 or $25. That's better than the 3 Ultimates that I have. So we'll start off quickly. Like all the Ultimates come in this brown box to protect them. That's nice. Tells you that it's Cheetara. This is just so you don't have to figure out which one it is. And then they all have this sleeve on it. It's a generic sleeve, just goes over and has her name at the bottom. So, as you can see, I have not opened her yet. So, looking at it, I don't know, until I open it up, she does look a little thick in the waist. Maybe they feel that's something they needed to do. I'm not sure, because if it has this little articulation as Tigra, did they really need to? It's hard to say. So anyway, here's the back. It has a little backstory of her. Wonderful art, really cool. That I do like. Again, their presentation is really nice, but these figures are meant to be open, so let's not waste any more time. Let's open it and see what we really have in this figure. And I'm gonna be 100% honest in this review. If I like it, I'm gonna tell you I like it. And this honestly could completely kill me buying the G.I. Joe line for classified, for Ultimates. But hey, good news is they just backed it up till October that Big Bad Toys is expecting. So I have more time to decide if I want to keep them. All right, she's now out of the package. As you can see, I haven't even moved her yet. So let's just start with the articulation and see what we have. So we'll stand her straight up. And she really does have some pretty big hips. And looking through the video here, man, I'm not even sure. It doesn't look that bad on video. She does have wide hips. I don't know. So she does have wide hips. She does have a soft rubber here, so it makes it easier to move. All right. Remember, she's the fast one. So let's see here. Elbows. All right. So she has a 90-degree bend. That's okay. She can hip swivel. I'm sorry, not hip swivel. Waist swivel, but not really have an articulation of move too much back and forth. Go up all the way. This arm here, and the 90. She can look down, can't really look up due to the hair, side to side. And then the knee bend. So we get almost 90. That's better than Tigra. Still a little disappointing. It does have this, it's a softer plastic up here. It kind of hides the knees. Ankle rockers. Knees swivel, but no boot cut. She can do the splits. I guess that's good. But man, I'll tell you what, these feel awful. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna break it. I think I'm gonna break the knee off. So no 90-degree, because why would you want a cheetah that can run fast and have a 90-degree bend? But hey, this is Ultimates, man. So that's what you can get her into. All right. So she comes with these fist hands. Is that fast? So they pop out real nice and easy. Real small pegs. But it's a soft plastic, so I don't think it's too big of a deal. And we can throw on this. They pop on nice and easy. Let's pull this one off. Again, same peg. And we'll throw on another hand because she's probably going to be holding her staff. At least for me. Here she has a spot on her forearm for her small staff before she enlarges it. And let's see. Yep, it just pops right in. Don't have to worry about it falling off, so that's not too bad. Oh, and let's look at these face sculpts. So pop the head off here. A real small joint there, but they're real soft, so not too much to worry about. So we have one face sculpt, looks pretty good, no issues. Don't really see too many issues with the paint apps. She's got her spots down her hair. Second one, a little bit bulkier. You can see the hair is kind of flowing. I'm assuming this is more like when she's running. Face looks nice, no issues with the paint there. Again, spots down her hair. And then here we have her with her glowing eyes. Not a big fan of this one, but it doesn't look bad. But you got 3 different head sculpts to decide what you want to do. And we got her staff, which is nice and straight. That's good. I hate when stuff comes super bent. It is flexible, but not to the point where some of like the classified stuff was just completely flexed out. I'm assuming, I don't really fully remember, this must be some sort of slingshot. I do apologize. I like the Thundercats, but I didn't follow them like I followed G.I. Joe and stuff like that. And she has a mirror. I don't fully remember why she had this, so I do apologize. Looking at this, unfortunately, it's already kind of peeling off because it's clearly just a sticker that's going on there, and you can see it wasn't even applied properly. Good job, $50. Here we have her makeup kit. I think this is some sort of stopwatch or pocket watch, but I don't fully remember, so if you know, then, say in the comments exactly what it was. I feel like one of those people I'm usually angry with when I watch G.I. Joe stuff. So here it is, closed. And then they give you one with it open, because they want to make it on a hinge. Then she has, let's see, open karate hands. Her tiny little fists. And then her open scratching, eye gouging. And she got this for her stick. I have a feeling this thing is actually pretty heavy. She's going to fall over the moment you put this on her. So let's see. Kind of like this head the best. And her head pops on pretty easily. So with this head on, she can look down. They make it pretty much so she can't even look up. Even if she wanted to, you can't look up. Again, it just, to me, Super 7 is just cheap. I'm almost mad at myself for... I'm almost mad at myself for even thinking about continuing to get that classified, or not, the G.I. Joe Ultimates line. So, throw this in her hand. There we go, look at that. We'll kind of get her in a stance here. Let's see. She can get a decent stance, I guess. And she's just gonna fall over. Super 7, just call them statues. That's what you should sell. So let's say I want to put this on here. Just pop that right right on there, and that just sags. Like, am I missing something here? Yeah, that's just awful. Just awful. You know, just $50. I mean, this is, yeah, there you go. Look at that. But let's quickly take a look at the figure a little more. Let's see if there's any issues with the paint, because, you know, people are going to tell me how they look amazing. And yeah, they do look like what we got with the cartoon, from what I remember. So, no issues I don't see with the logo. No bleeding through like this Tigra, which looks absolutely awful. Look at the paint apps here. They all look good. Nothing really blending together. On the back, she has some spots. This goes with her hair. I don't really see any issues here, although arm looks kind of, that's what it's supposed to look like. That just doesn't look the greatest. She does have a little bracelet here. You see her legs. Again, it'd be nice to have a boot cut, but we're not going to get that. So there she is. I mean, I don't really see any issues with the paint. So, all right, let's just wrap this up, because I think you all know my opinion on these Super 7. All right, so there you have it. That's my quick review of Cheetara. I think my opinion of Super 7, I'm trying to be as honest as possible. Man, I think they're garbage. I'm just going to flat out say it. And looking at these was truly, this was my deciding factor if I was going to go with the G.I. Joe Ultimates. And as you know, I'm mostly a G.I. Joe. I do other things, clearly, but G.I. Joe is my bread and butter. And Lion-O and Panthro weren't bad. Then when you hear that those were actually the Mattel Bucks, the Mattel molds, not even the Super 7, that makes you go, all right, so Super 7 should be better. Then you give me this piece of trash. And yeah, I said it. It's a piece of trash. You're going to give me that? These are cats. They're supposed to be like, they're fighting. People will tell me, you're getting great sculpts. You know, good articulation. You know what a great sculpt is that doesn't give you articulation? It's called a fucking statue. And that's what these are. So you give, everyone kind of remembers this, right? But I put it on here and I mentioned how, oh, this is straight. It's pretty sturdy, but man, you know what? You put it on there and, well, it just sags. And it's so heavy, she just falls over because of how small she is. And then you look at the waist. It's too big in my opinion. So I'm assuming the G.I. Joes would be the same way. Where brought the Scarlet up. Alright. She doesn't have this issue. And she's actually a little bit smaller. But you should have been able to get the waist, in my opinion, a little bit smaller. You know, they don't give you anything for $50. So I've now spent $200 on figures that, the first two were decent. And you find out they were a Mattel mold. And then you get the actual Super 7. So, in all honesty, it's a decent looking statue. But, looking at everything that you get, $55 price point for G.I. Joe Ultimates, it's not worth it. And I will be canceling the G.I. Joes. And this whole thing was to find out whether or not they were going to be worth it. Because honestly, like that bat, that looks awesome. I may still get a bat. I have I have another one that's on order, but it's Disney, so it's something different. I mean, now expect specific articulation, but a lot of these figures we want to put into an action pose. These are statues with a little bit of posability that feel cheap. I mean, honest to God, like you hold these, they feel cheap. Sure don't feel like $50 figures. You know, here I have a $20 to $25 Storm Shadow who looks absolutely amazing. Amazing.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Look at that. I mean, even Alexa doesn't have an answer for how crappy the Super 7s are. I don't know why I spoke. But here's Storm Shadow. Looks awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. Hasbro knocked it out of the park with this. So, do I think there's a chance in hell that the Super 7 Storm Shadow can even come close to that? No. Here's an Action Force figure. $32. No lore. No real backstory other than a comic that he's created. And he's made an articulated figure that looks awesome. Weapons that look real nice. I've done all my reviews on them. You can go back and read them. Very honest about what I like and what I don't like. But it's nothing like this. And this is $32. And let's get even cheaper. Masterverse Fakor. Just a remold, a remake of He-Man. Change a few things. Got him for $9 on clearance. Normally $30. Still way better. Better bang for your buck. Way better articulation. Look at that double knee joints. Amazing. Would not call this a statue. So, I mean, I got really salty with Tigra. I tried not to with Cheetara. I was on the fence of canceling her anyway. And Big Bad Toys charged me and they said it's in. And I said, okay, cool. I'll get it. I'll do the review. Maybe it was just one bad figure. Because people have said, like, hey, this is the worst figure that's come out. Pain abs, pain skull, everything. And maybe they're right. But if this is what we get for $55 when it comes to these G.I. Joes, it makes me ask, like, how the hell are you people spending the money on these turtles? Not to mention, they just came out with glow-in-the-dark turtles for now $65. They raised the price. Don't even give you a discount if you order them all together. And they're just, from what they said, just reuse of the molds. Which I know they all do. But for the price point that you're paying, you should be getting better quality. Now, I don't know what spell Super 7 has put over people, but it's a good one because they're doing real well. I mean, don't let them say, hey, we have to charge you. Don't let them tell you they got to charge $18 for a reaction figure because they're small. It's bullcrap. They feed off the completist with their repaints, their remolds, different things like that. They say they don't, but anyone that has half a brain can see that. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. This is probably the longest I've rambled on. But I'll tell you what, these two figures right here, I'll display them for a little bit. Probably going to sell them off. I don't really mean, they look decent enough. And I'm not a big fan of her hips, but they don't look as bad as the original picture. I'll admit that. These two figures here have ultimately made me decide that I'm not going to invest in the G.I. Joe Ultimates, which is, it means nothing to them. They don't care. But to me, there's 3 waves already. So all those figures, I might pick up a bat later on. Some of them look really nice, but again, what I've seen so far is just that. Nice looking statues. I want to be able to pose my figures. I want to put them in design. I saw someone say that they were hoping that they'll be able to pose their Super 7s with the G.I. Joe Classified His Tank. And I'm thinking, man, I don't even know if they'd sit down in it. They'd have to always be standing. Because I don't even think the figures can stand. And again, I'm not going to grab the ones that people said were made by Mattel. Because that's not their mold. So, that's my review on these. And again, I gave them a chance. I spent $100 to decide. Well, I spent $200. And again, had they come in like Panther and Lion-O, probably would not have been as upset. But the Tigra, if you watch that video, and I'll leave a link to it, you see how mad I got. That was one of the first videos I kind of started doing where I was going to not really look at the figure before, especially because it was new. New to me. Ultimates were new to me. I wanted everyone to get an actual first impression. And what can I say? This is what you gave us. You gotta speak with your dollar. And I'd much rather invest in classified and different things like that. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. I've gone on too much. I skated for like 3 hours today. So I'm tired. I wanted to do this video. And sadly, it was kind of what I thought it was going to be. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Follow the channel. If you disagree, feel free to, leave it in the comments. Say how you feel. If you agree, say what you want. I've seen a lot of people that agreed with me. So anyway, social media is Punk with Toys. That's on Twitter. It is also on Instagram, where I'm way more involved. Yeah, and that's about it. So everyone, have a wonderful night, and happy toy hunting.